Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program, our mission to Laythe. Here we are in the Joule system, and if you missed our last episode, we got our encounter with Laythe, and we got us a nice 29-kilometer periapsis, which I'm not too sure if that's going to be adequate enough to airbrake. It could be too far out of the atmosphere or too far in. We're not really sure. So we're going to try a bunch of things and just to see if that is indeed the correct periapsis. So I'll just do an F5 just to make sure. Yes, I do rely on the quick saves because I am not Scott Manley. Where Scott Manley knows precisely the correct altitude to do a perfect aerobrake probably on every planet the first time around. So I need to rely on those quick saves in case I mess up. Okay, that was fast. Let's just see what we get. Right on the money. It knew it. It knew 30. Okay, perfect. And it looks like it's, wow, relatively right across the equator. That's pretty darn good. Alright. So, we are now within Laythe's sphere of influence, and let's say Laythe didn't have an atmosphere. At this point, you'd want to start burning retrograde periapsis to wrap that orbit around. Because we're going pretty darn fast, but because Laythe has an atmosphere, we can take advantage of that, and we can do an airbrake maneuver where the atmosphere brakes for us. We don't need to spend any delta V with our fuel. We can just let the atmosphere do it for us. Alright, so we're coming in here, and as we get closer, we're going to want to pull these panels in, just because we don't want them blowing away in the wind, which they are certain to do. So let's go ahead and do that now. Folding up the panels, and we'll turn our ship in the prograde direction. That's so nice. Look at that. So let's just zoom on in here. The guy's sitting in here. Hold on, boys. It's gonna be some chop. It's gonna be a little bit of chop. Here we are. Twisting around now. We'll just turn this guy a little bit. They're all happy. Here we are. Let's actually turn it around so we're like this. There's Laythe right down there below us, right below our feet. We are coming in hot. Well, not quite hot yet, but we're coming in fast, that's for sure. 4.4 kilometers per second now. Screaming in. And we've just about hit the upper reaches of Laythe's atmosphere. Starts at about 50 kilometers, so we're just skimming the upper atmosphere now. Right below us, you can see the atmosphere. So we'll see if we went low enough. I'm not sure if we did. Oh, here's our re-entry effect, so you can't really see it from the cockpit. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. That is a beauty right there. So let's check some things. Still escaping. We're now at the... We reached the periapsis. We're already on our way out. And I'm going to go ahead and say that 29 was not good enough. Did not slow us down enough. We are still skipping out of the atmosphere. Yeah, see, so we didn't get low enough. It didn't slow us down nearly enough. So that was a bit of a fail, but it still looked pretty, didn't it? It still looked really nice. Let's let's just rewind time. So that was a simulator that they were running in their cockpit. They ran simulations and they saw on the computers that no, that was not good enough. We need to bring this in a little more. That's right, we want to go by the purple one, don't we? $16 might be a little too much, but let's just use that just as a guide. I'll just rotate this thing around a little bit. Okay. So we don't need this node, we can just kind of judge it based on the periapsis itself. We'll use our RCS. No sense wasting fuel. So we tried 29, let's try 25. That might be a little better. So we'll do the F5 right there at 25. So let's zoom up on it. Oh, it still says 31. That's strange. Alright, no matter. We'll just do it ourselves. We'll do it manually. What did we say? About 25, something like that, right, guys? 28, 20... Come on, 27... 26, 25, we'll go 25 right in the dot, right in the nose. Yes, we'll try that, we'll try 25. Save it right here. Okay, so that's 5 more kilometers in than we were before. Pull the panels in, don't forget that. You'll be sorry. And here we go, round 2, fight. Our battle with the Laythe atmosphere. And we'll just twist this, just so it looks good. Go like this. Here we are zooming in again. Screaming in through the atmosphere. You're now dipping in. We're at the upper reaches of the atmosphere. Here we are, we're heating up. Coming in hot. Now we're coming in hot. Oof. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Whoa, we are flipping. I guess it likes that aerodynamic a little better. Good thing we don't have, what's that one thing? I forget. Good thing we don't have Ferrum Aerospace on, because we would have exploded by that point. So we're on the way out again. I guess it liked this aerodynamic better. Ah, it looks like we still haven't done it right. Wow. Still have not slowed down enough. Mucked it up again. Yep. So wow, so that didn't work. So we ran a second simulation and the computer told us, sorry guys, you still didn't quite make it. Try another one. So the guy said, alright, let's keep going. Let's go to 20 this time. Let's go another 5 kilometers into the atmosphere. And this time we'll turn the ship the opposite direction so we don't flip around and make our guys sick. That must not have been fun. for the guys to witness. Okay, so 20. We'll try 20 this time. Alright, we'll pull the panels in once more, and this time we'll point the ship retrograde, just for better aerodynamics. So you see, this is a very tedious process that if you don't get just right, it's very dangerous. You could, let's say you were playing, you know, we didn't want to use any saves, we would have already screwed up twice. But at least there's a worse way to screw up. It wasn't the worst possible way. The worst way to screw up would be you went too far into the atmosphere and you crash landed on the planet. That's definitely what we want to avoid. So let's see. 20 just seems like so far in there. Here we go. Wow, we are really cooking now. Look at that. We're just a fireball. We're up to 7 Gs. 7.5. Oh, it's really pulling now. Will we make it? We're at the periapsis. Starting to come out. Oh, I don't know. He might have overdone it. I don't know. Did we overdo it? I don't know. Already on the way out. Oh, I don't know. It might be just... Oh, it might have been just too much. Yeah, too much. Too much now. See, this is what we didn't want. This is what you don't want to happen. See, now there's nothing, there's really no way to fix that. If we fire our engines now, these aren't very good in the atmosphere. It will barely affect anything. So upon reviewing that computer simulation, the Kerbals decide that we're going to split the difference between 20... What did we say? We said so 25 was too high, 20 was too low. So we're going to go somewhere right in the middle. We're going to try for 23.5. Right? Because that's... Or it would be 22.5, wouldn't it? 22.5. Because 20 was just... You know, we barely failed at that one. So yeah, we like... If we were just a little higher, we would have made it out, and this should make all the difference in the world. So hopefully this is the last one, you guys. I don't know. You guys are probably sitting there going, alright, hot Jupiter. Come on, man. But here we are. This wouldn't be much of a series if I just exploded once we got to the final destination. And all that time was for naught. So on the fourth and final computer simulation, hopefully, let's see if we make it. The computers guarantee that we'll be okay on this time. But can we really trust the computers? I guess we'll have to find out. Here we go. Oh, we can kind of see it. Oh, how cool. How cool is this? flaming hot. She's bending around, bending around. We're at the periapsis. We're coming on the way back out now. Oh my god, really? Really? It's still too far out? I can't believe this. I can't believe that. We went 22 and a half and it still wasn't enough. This is so tricky. This is so tricky. Alright. We'll go 21. And this will be it. This will be the final one. Go 21. $21.2. $21.3. Maybe 2. We'll see. It's, see, that just little difference by like 1,000 will make all the difference. It's really quite finicky. Quite frustrating, actually. So let's try this one more time here. You spend like the whole episode getting our getting our air brake here. Alright, here we go again. Still, that never quite gets old, does it? Watching your ship flaming through the atmosphere. So we have hit the Perry. We are on the way out. Come on, bend around, bend around. Get there. Alright, so we've got a loop. Sort of. Almost. Come on, bend around. There it is. Alright. That's what we wanted. You know, I bet you if we had done 21, this would have been perfect. Because as it is, it's still not quite slow enough, but we can make another pass. If we wanted to further correct. This is probably what we'll do. Yep, okay. So let's get out of the soup here. These guys look pretty happy. They survived. They survived the air brake. Air brake maneuver. So what I might do is just boost us out. Just a touch. Just so that we're not... because I think 19 would sink us. If we came in there at the same exact spot, I think that would sink us. Tiny sun. Look at that, we're like occluded by the planet Jewel. Yeah, there's a little sun for a second. Must be tough living on a moon of a gas giant, because you get like eclipsed by the planet all the time, probably. Look at that little moon popping in behind there. Alright, so what do we want? I'm going to use RCS for this, just to boost out of the soup, just by a little bit. 24, 25. I'll try 25. So I just want to bring this in just a little further, but I don't want to go too crazy. Actually, maybe we'll go to 30, just to be on the safe side. Okay. Zoom back around. Let's not forget to pull these panels back in. That would be pretty terrible if we forgot. Round 2, boys. She looks pretty, doesn't she? This little blue thing. So we're just gonna see how we do here. Starting to slow down just a little bit. Bringing it in. There we are. Nice and controlled. Probably stand to do that one more time. Maybe not, though, actually. I think that'll be... well... it'll be alright. Yeah, you know... what I can do here is I can do this while, you know, you guys, I can like pause it and get this just right, because you've seen how I've done it, and it's probably getting boring to watch me do the same thing over and over again. So there we have it, folks. We have our orbit. Now, of course, we want to fix that so it's not 29 anymore. Once I finish messing around with the orbits, I want to get this relatively circular at about probably 60, maybe something like that, kilometers above the planet, just above the atmosphere, so that our rockets don't have to go too hard to get off the planet. And so we can, in the next episode, we will begin landing on this blue ocean world of Laythe. So we'll see you then in the next episode. Thanks for watching.